decision. It was an organizational decision. It's what we thought was best to do, so we've moved forward. Well, obviously we got some young guys. We got Chauvert and Emmanuel, and Nate Orchard's still there, and Cam Johnson's still there. So we'll work through it with those guys.
Is it a little uneasy not having any proven pass rushers at that spot?
Well, I mean, we gotta coach what we have and get those guys to play as well as we can get them to play. So again, like I said, I don't want to elaborate on decisions that were made by our staff. We're just going to move forward and coach what we have here and get these guys better.
There's a report out here that you guys cut Kayvon Williams. Is that accurate?
That's accurate.
The decision to, you moved Agba and the start of camp and now back to outside linebacker. How tough is that for a young kid to, I guess, process in one training camp?
I think he'll be fine. I think it gets down to what we're asking him to do, at that position. I think Ray's done a great job of evaluating what the characteristics now is going to take to play out there. Obviously, we'll have to do some things differently, but we feel very comfortable with the guys that we have there.
What was can you elaborate a little bit on the thinking on Kayvon? Was it mostly just that whole ordeal of what happened in Green Bay when he wouldn't play?
Yeah, I really don't want to get into that. I just think we've, obviously we've released several guys today. And we're just moving forward. We had to get down to 75. That's a league rule. That's what we've done, and he was part of that group.
We've talked about this before, but cutting Paul just adds to that perception, that narrative that the Browns are looking ahead to future years instead of this season.
Well, again, let me say this about anybody that we let go. We let people go because there's a performance that we want, not so much just him. I'm saying everybody. And I think when you let players go now, you give them a chance to catch on at other places. So I think the respectful thing to do if you don't see a guy having the potential to make your team, I think the right thing to do is to move forward and move on. And I think that's what we've done. I can't worry about perceptions and what everybody thinks. Our team is getting ready for a game on Thursday against Chicago, and then next week the season starts. So what we're going to do is keep working. As I said before, we know we have a lot of work to do, and I think that's what our focus is, and to really coach the guys that are here and try to get these guys better.
Would you say, too, that in the case of Paul, the reason why maybe he wasn't one of those March cuts with some of the other guys is that, you foresaw that perhaps he would be able to help the team, and you wanted to get him into camp and see how he was going to produce?
Absolutely. I mean, anybody who came to training camp had an opportunity, so it's not like we had already made a decision that we were letting these guys go. I mean, these guys had opportunities in games to prove themselves, to earn a right to be on our football team. And like I said, the guys that went today, we felt like we needed to move on from them, whoever they were.
Does putting all those young guys now in position at outside linebacker, does it change anything that Ray now will want to do? Will scheme be changed a little bit?
I think Ray will tweak some things. I think we have to. I think that's pretty obvious to get those guys the best opportunity so they can have success. At the end of the day, myself, along with the rest of the coaching staff, our job is to put our players in the best position to have success, and that's what we're going to do. That's the job at hand, regardless of who it is out there. We got to make sure that we do a good job of giving these guys a chance to be successful, and that's what we plan on doing.
Patrick Murray your regular season kicker, or is that still to be determined?
No, he's our kicker. He's our kicker, and we're going to move forward with him.
Saw Ricardo and Trey get back on the field. Is it too late for them to keep roster spots because they missed so much time in camp?
Never too late for anybody, as you know. We'll see. Hopefully, I don't know if those guys can participate on Thursday, but we'd love to have an opportunity to evaluate them further and see where it goes.
How hard would it be to, I guess, give a roster spot to guys who just haven't been able to play in the preseason?
But I still think, it's still the body of work. The guys were here through OTAs. We love to see them. Like I said, in the game, we'll give you a little bit more clarification of what they are. But I think at the same time, we have a pretty good idea of who they are and where they are. Will it be tough for them to earn a spot? That's yet to be determined. We'll figure that one out.
At this late date, Hue, do you think those 4 outside backers will be auditioning into this season as to who the starters are?
Well, yeah, I mean, it could feel like that. I mean, hopefully we'll settle on a group and let them play, you know, and I think that's what we have to do, you know, whether it's flight or flight, you know, we gotta put them out there and let them play, and then coach the heck out of them, and all of them, and give them a chance to have success.
One guy you have in mind right now who will get the first chance to take Paul's spot, or are you kind of opening it up to see who's?
Well, we're working on that. You know, that's what practice was for today, you know, to, again, make sure that we have the right people in the right spots. And we'll practice again tomorrow, and then Thursday we'll trot them out there and go at it.